Alright, now we have a sense of how Metasploit works. Let's continue with another example. Type services in MSF console. This time our target is, let me see, okay, this one, Unreal IRCD, which is running on port 6667. IRCD, short for Internet Relay Chat Daemon, is a software that implements this IRC protocol, enabling people to talk or exchange text messages, etc. Let's search IRCD if there is anything useful for us. Okay, we have one. You might be wondering again, how am I supposed to know if there is anything vulnerable or which exploit module is useful for the service? There is no simple answer for that. You have to collect as much information as you can, such as finding out this port 6667 is open and there's an IRCD service operating on that, and then looking for the potential exploits which might be useful for your case. So this Unreal IRCD backdoor might be an option here. Okay, let's take a closer look. Use, enter. Type info to see the details. This R port was already set by default by Metasploit and our host is missing. Let me give you a hint here. If you type set our host 192.168.174.131, Metasploit will set this R host setting just for this module, meaning that you have to set this IP address for every module you will use afterwards. But if you type set G instead of set, okay, set G R host, then this will set the R host globally. You don't have to do it again and again. This is particularly useful when you are targeting a single machine using many different modules. So let's test this feature. I pressed enter and I set my R host, as you see here. Now let's type use exploit multi. I will use this one, but it actually doesn't matter. And when you type info again, our host was also set here. Okay, let's go back to the previous module. By pressing up arrow on your keyboard, you can easily access that. Okay, let's type info again. Now let's run or exploit the module by typing exploits 1. Okay, you see this command shell session 2 opened. Perfect. That means we are now in that system. Type ID, ifconfig. Of course, pressing tab doesn't work here. Print working directory. Okay, now we have landed this etc Unreal directory. Or you can also check this uname -a to get the server details. Let's assume you want this session open, but you also want to do something else with Metasploit. Instead of sending this exploit every time, which by the way, you will not be successful as always while sending out the exploits, there is an easier way. Press Ctrl Z on your keyboard. It says background session 2. Press Y. Now it is backgrounding the session. Now we are back to the MSF module we have just run. Now type sessions to get a list of your sessions. It says active sessions. Perfect. As always, you can type sessions -h to get some help about this sessions command. Consider you want to have your session back. How can you do that? You can interact back with the option -I and then the session ID listed in the sessions. So I type sessions, my ID is 2, all I need to do is sessions -I 2. Okay, now I'm back. You can continue working on the remote machine. Press Ctrl C to abort the session, press Y. Okay, now if you type sessions again, there are no active sessions. This technique is especially useful if you are working on Metasploit. Also, in Metasploit Pro, it has some advanced features and it can keep your sessions up and running with ease. But with Metasploit, you have to know the commands and manually type them.